Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I created this bridal makeup look. I am wearing my best bridal inspired outfit. I was inspired by my own wedding makeup, which I did 8 years ago. So if you like this look and you're curious on how I created it, let's hit that like button, subscribe, and jump into today's video. Okay guys, so before we begin, I want to mention that all products I'm using in this video will be listed in the description below. Starting off, I'm using the Guerlain 24 karat gold primer. This thing is expensive, it's luxurious, it's beautiful, and it's perfect for a bride. It gives you that glowing skin without being too oily, and it's a perfect base for your foundation. Going in with Luminous Silk Armani, this is a favorite for brides for a reason. It gives you a radiant finish, full coverage. Going in with a very, very light layer and using my favorite brush to blend, it's the IT Cosmetics foundation brush. Patting it in and just going, like I said, very light-handed. Now using the Dior contour stick. I just bought this thing, it's amazing. I have shade 3 medium. I'm going in with my IT Cosmetics dual-ended brush on the thin side. This is a concealer side, but I think it's perfect for contour. Again, very light-handed, and that's the theme with bridal makeup. Light layers, lots of layers, but very light-handed and lots of blending. So adding my contour to my rim of my face, my nose, my chin, my jawline. Turning the brush upside down and blending away. Pat, 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 pat. I find the best blending method is by patting. And don't forget the nose. Concealer, Hourglass. I find this is full coverage. It dries down so nice and it's perfect for wedding makeup. It's going to photograph really, really well. This is shade 3 Cedar. Getting under my eyes, hiding some of that pain, around any discoloration in the face, around the nose, age spots, underneath the jaw, and then brightening that forehead. Using a beauty blender. I like my beauty blenders dry. I know that's controversial. Most people like them damp. I find I get more coverage and just better application when I have it dry. So patting that out around my eyes, my nose, and of course my forehead. I'm using the Sculpt brush here from Charlotte Tilbury and the Bronze and Glow palette as well in the bronzer shade. I'm just going to go over that contour with my powder. The way to make makeup last is by doing a cream product and then setting it with a powder product. So I did my cream contour with that Dior contour stick, and then I'm just going over it here with that Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow in the shade Bronze over any of the contour. This is such a nice brush for that. Going to my bronzer now. This is my Hourglass dual-ended brush, and I'm using Laguna by NARS. Very, very light-handed. Like I said, the key to making your makeup look flawless is very light-handed, lots of layers, and lots of blending. Just being minimal, intentional. And I'm going to soften the edges with that beauty blender with whatever product I had left from my concealer, just around my nose and face. This is Rare Beauty Blush, shade Hope. It's a liquid blush, so pigmented. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand first, and then using this Sephora blush brush, just placing it on my cheeks. Very, very gently, very light-handed, just adding a little bit of cream blush before I go in with a powder. Lots of pats, lots of blending. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek Pop and Glow Blush. This is the shade Love is the Drug. I'm only using the outer perimeter shade. The inner perimeter is just too bright for me. Again, very light-handed, just adding a tiny bit of blush over top of that Rare Beauty cream blush just to set the product. This is a very happy, romantic shade. Perfect for a bride, perfect for a wedding. Then I'm going to layer it here with Kylie Cosmetics. This is the shade Pink Power. It's like a really, really light color. I like it to put on top just because it adds a little something, a little dimension without being too overpowering. Going in with eyes, I'm going to use the Armani. This is the shade Cashew. It's their liquid eyeshadows. They're so beautiful. Just a big fluffy brush all over the lid. This is going to give my eye a little dimension. It's a perfect base for a bride. Again, so light-handed and lots of blending. Going in with my Master Mattes palette for Makeup by Mario, I'm going to go with that middle shade and just get, ooh, look at me, the inner corner of my eye. That's okay, we can just blend that out. And this is just going to open the eye, again, adding a little more dimension, creating more and more layers as the makeup look evolves. Really blending that out. Then with the lightest white shade, I'm going to go underneath my brow. This will just open the eye. And, you know, cause a little more dimension to my face. Right underneath the brow. I'm also going to put some in the inner corners of my eye. This is just going to open the eye a little bit. Okay, now going in, again, same product. It's that Armani liquid eyeshadow. This is the shade Shell. It's so shimmery, which is just beautiful for a bridal look, I think. It's gonna give you those ethereal eyes. Ethereal? You know what I'm talking about. Okay, blending it out. These are little Amazon eyebrow stencils, going in with Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow powder in the shade Blonde. This is just going to give me a soft, even brow, nice working point to work with. I love these little stencils. I think they're idiot proof when you want your brows just to look even, somewhat symmetrical, and then just kind of a really nice shape. Filling it in really softly first with the brow. Again, very light-handed, light shade. I will go in now with a pencil just to kind of clean it up. Brows are the windows to the soul. They will frame your face. I guess the eyes are the window to the soul. Think of your brows more like a windowsill. Okay, adding some brow pomade just to make sure that those stay in place. This is the Benefit Brow Pomade in shade Blonde, and then turning around and using a spoolie just to make sure everything is even and in the right place. I do not like a firm, hard brow. I like things soft and romantic and simple for bridal makeup. Laura Mercier setting powder. I put some in the lid, lots of excess. I'm going to do a little bit of baking here, patting any excess off on my hand first before going in, and then just shaping my nose. I mean, the product looks like I have a ton of it on my face, which I do, but I want it to set into my skin, and I'm going to leave it there for a good 5-10 minutes just so that it kind of absorbs, brighten my under eyes, around my nose. Don't forget the forehead, a nice bright forehead, setting all my makeup, my eyelids, and then I'm going to sculpt out my jawline right here, just adding a big highlighter underneath that jawbone, or cheekbone, around my nose. Okay, while that's sitting in, I'm going to go in with Wonder Skin. This is a lip stain. I'm going to line my lips with this lip stain. Don't worry, this is not the color. I'm not supporting blue-brown lips for wedding makeup. But if you haven't used a stain before, you put it on and give it, 5-10 minutes, and then you can wipe it off. And it turns into this beautiful kind of, this shade is Hush, which is very neutral. So we'll leave that on and go in with more bronzer, again, adding layers. This is the Hourglass bronzer in Ambient Light, or Diffused Bronze Light. It's just gonna melt all my makeup together, very soft, light-handed, and it's also gonna give a little bit of a glow. It's almost like a built-in highlighter bronzer in one. Chin, cheeks, forehead. This is a Charlotte Tilbury powder eyeliner pencil, so it's kind of like an eyeshadow or shadow liner. It's brown, it's soft, just kind of doing that top lid. And then my waterline, I'm going to go with more of a gel eyeliner. This is shade brown as well from Clinique. It's a gel liner, getting my waterline, adding some depth to the eyes before, of course, I go in with mascara. Okay, let's take that Wonder Skin off. As you can see, I'm not going to have blue lips. This is Charlotte Tilbury Gracefully Pink. It used to be called Amazing Grace, and it was inspired by Grace Kelly's wedding look. I mean, if that's not timeless, I don't know what is. It's this beautiful soft pink color. And then I'm going to line my lips here with Charlotte Tilbury. This guy is Pillow Talk Medium, so it's a little more depth than the original Pillow Talk. And I think it pairs so beautiful with this Gracefully Pink lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm gonna add a little more, again, creating layers, even on the lips. You add, you subtract, you add, you subtract. And then going in with Iconic Nude, I'm just gonna blend out and soften that original lip liner line with this guy. I think this lip is so beautiful, so perfect for a summer or a spring bride. Using a big fluffy brush, let's just take off that excess powder now. As you can see, it kind of sunk into my face. And then any harsh lines, I'll just soften here with that little triangle puff. Okay, curling the eyelashes. Very important step. You can see the false eyelashes in my mirror there. Okay, going in with not Charlotte Tilbury. This is Westman Atelier mascara. I'm using a brown shade. I just find it's very soft on the eye, very romantic. I'm not doing anything harsh on the eyes. I want to keep them kind of light and romantic. I've added some falsies and now I'm gonna soften that line just on the outer corner here with some powder eyeshadow. This is like the darker shade in the Makeup by Matt's Mario palette. Finishing this look, of course, with Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, spritz, 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 and there you have it. A soft, clean, romantic, timeless look. So thanks guys for watching. I had so much fun playing with makeup today and creating this bridal look. If you're a bride in 2025, I think this look will stand the test of time. Very similar to the makeup I did in 2017. Classic, romantic, and beautiful. If you did like this video, please give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and we will see you guys in the next video.